Is this thing on? Is it on? Is it on? Wait a minute. Hey, Master Nature, how do you work this fucking thing? It's on, English Stanley. It's on. All right. Oh, now I lost the fucking shot. How do you do this stupid shit? I don't get it. Oh my God, English Stanley, you say hello to the people in the chat. All right, let me try. Okay, calm down. Welcome, Lynn Champagne. Can we drink together some night? Who else? Wait, hang on. Welcome, Jules. Ah, Dame Sophia. Welcome, Wisdom. Welcome, I am. Can I take Bingo out for a ride? We can. Hey, you, me, and Bingo we can go on a double-decker bus. We really could. Oh my God. I don't know, Master. I'm not cut out for this thing. I'm not cut out for this. Welcome, Dame Anthus. Welcome. Lynn Champagne. And of course, Mistress of the Bees, Dame Deb. Welcome, Dame Deb. Dame Deb has the memory, photographic memory, actually. Yes, she does. All right, let's go. Well, White Rabbit, I've been chasing you forever. Welcome. Cluesmith is here. Oh boy, Cluesmith, welcome. Good to see you. Wow. Hey, I'm glad you have a day off tomorrow. That's even better. Hell yeah. Always good to have a day off. Absolutely. Welcome, Frozen Charles. Hey, I thought we got you on Frozen. I thought we unfroze you. Well, we're still working on it. Welcome, Sugar Shadow. Welcome, Mazur. All right. Hi. Mazur. All right. Hey, all right. That's good. I like that. Oh, let's have some fun tonight. Come on. It's Friday, baby. It's on, bro. Okay. How is everybody, though? Everybody all right, though? Everybody feeling all right? Welcome, Terry Lynn. We out of the cult, baby. Just when we get out of one cult, we run right into another one. Okay. Which is this stupid case. Absolutely. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey, Stoner Detectives. Welcome, Stoner Detectives. Babies. Hello. I'm glad you're here. And Ashley. Welcome, Ashley. Dandelion. I don't consider dandelions weeds. Nope. Not at all, Ashley. Yeah. Well, I'll make you laugh until you're crying. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Hey, Ashley, I think we should make some soup out of dandelion. We can make soup. Actually, it's supposed to be really healthy for you. All right, satire, welcome. Hey, no absurdity without satire, right? Right. There can be no absurdity without satire. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, you say? We'll see. Couple things have come up, right? So, God, where do you start? So the car. Yeah, the car has come up again. This has been a thing for a long time. Yeah. So there's always been issues with the car. Months and months ago, there's been issues with the car. Fog lights, it's a good point. CB Philly pointed that out. Fog lights. Yeah, but there's always been discrepancies with what was considered suspect vehicle number one. There's always been discrepancies with that, right? So they're chasing around different cars. That's the problem. They're trying to say this is the car, but then there's another car, and then there's another car somewhere floating around, right? And so we don't know what we're following. But then we're latching on to this one vehicle, and we're saying, well, of course, we know this. We're saying, well, that's the vehicle, right? But you don't have a thread. You do not have a golden thread that runs throughout this entire suspect vehicle number one bullshit. And that's the real problem here, right? Of course. And so now, right, we're seeing more discrepancies come out with this car. And that's been there. That has been there. You guys know this. It's been there for forever, So, but no, this is good. It's good. It's very good. It just shows, it just reinforces the fact that we don't know what we're doing in this case. It reinforces that fact. And we're building on sand. We're building on sand. We built a case on sand is what we did. Of course. So no, that's good stuff. That's real good stuff. Again, what do we say? The more that comes out, the worse it looks. Of course. Absolutely. So there's that floating around. I get that. Yeah. What else? Emails. Good emails I'm getting. Excellent emails. Oh, but I'm sorry, guys. Here we are. Oh, duh. No, but, yeah, here's light, right? Here's light. It's ridiculous. We know it's dumb. We know it. So, yeah. Plunder. I know. CB from Philly mentioned Plunder. She put out a new video with different video footage regarding that issue. So that's out there. Yes, I'm aware of it. Good stuff. Yeah. So what do you do with all this? You know what I mean? So we know all this stuff, right? We have we have made good connections here between things. And so the question then is, what do we do with it? What do you do with it? We can make a million great connections, right? Between what's wrong with this stuff. But then what do you do with it, right? So, yeah. Well, we hammer. We hammer is what we do. We hammer. And hopefully in that hammering, right, something shakes loose. Of course, that's the whole point. So, yeah, that's where we're at here. I wanted to show you guys, okay, I wanted to go back to the court. I wanted to go back to the court summary, the docket. I wanted to show you a little bit of that real quick. And I wanted to go over supplement number 2 of ISP, because I'm going back over the ISP documents again, just rereading through them. I missed a lot of stuff in the first go around, and the second go around, I'm picking up more things that I missed. So that's important. I feel it's important. And also Dylan, of course, 1230, her nonsense there on 1230, that interview. So yeah, those are the things swirling around my brain right now on this live, okay? The 1230 is interesting because as I was watching it with you guys, right, the past couple of live streams, right, when I'm listening to her, express herself and what she's saying and all this, right? To me, okay, guys, her her demeanor, I'll put it that way. We can't see her physically, obviously, but her tone, okay, to me, compared to her 11/17 interview, all right, it sounds like one of relief, like just relief. Like she sounds relieved, giddy. She sounds fucking giddy, happy. They're laughing and joking around in this interview. But it's almost like a relief, not that, not a relief in the fact that, oh, we got somebody for this thing. Not that kind of relief. It's more, to me, the relief I'm taking it as is like, oh, good. Now the focus doesn't have to be on me. That's like the kind of relief thing that I get with this interview with her. So as we watch more of that, I want you to see if you get that sense as well, okay, from her. That like this sense of relief. And it's such a sense of relief that we're loosened up. We're loosened up, right? And we're giddy. We're almost giddy about this whole thing. We're giddy. And Idaho State Police, Detective Lake, and the other guy, Tolson, right? The imp. The imp. They're playing with her. Like they're playing in the same, not playing with her, but they're, you know what I mean? They're just as dumb. You know what I mean? They're playing just as stupid. Like, and jovial. Everybody's jovial here. It's weird. Very strange to me. It should not be, to me, it shouldn't be that way. It should not. It should be, again, we talked about this last live stream. It should be one of somberness. There should be a somberness here. There should be a sadness to this thing. Now remember, right? We got the lone wolf. Hey, baby, we got the lone wolf. And so there should be a tone of relief in a sense, okay? More so from the detectives, I would feel, because, hey, we solved it, right? We got the guy. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. In fact, it's like we're going to an amusement park. That's how it feels. We're going to an amusement park and we're just about to step on the roller coaster. And we're giddy and we're jovial and we're a little excited, and nervous about it. That's how that fucking interview feels to me. 12:30 Dylan's interview. That's how it feels to me. It feels totally off, wrong. It's the wrong tone. It has the exact wrong tone to it. Just like everything else in this case. But you know what I mean? Does that make sense, guys? Do you know what I'm saying, guys? Right? And it's not just from Dylan. It's from the Idaho State Police detectives as well, giving that tone off as well. It's not just Dylan. They're playing with Dylan here. They're all playing together here in this thing. Yeah. It's to me, it's sickening. It's sickening to me. It's sickening to me. It really is. This should be a somber interview. We should be thinking about, we got the guy who did this thing. That should be first and foremost here, because they did get him just a few hours before this interview occurs. They did capture Kohberger, and everybody knows it. This is not a secret, right? So everybody's aware of Kohberger now, and the arrest. And anyway, so yeah, does that make sense, guys? It's off-putting. It is. I agree. White Rabbit, agree. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Ashley. Well, hey, have a good night. Have a good night. I missed the chat. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't recognize mugshot. No. All right. Hey, all right. Well, hey, Ashley, don't work too hard. You know what I mean? Screwed him. No, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean. Take it easy. Welcome, DuPont. Welcome, Dubai. Are you related to DuPont? Oh, God. Don't hit me. We're not talking about the DuPonts, all right? That's a whole other live, okay? we could do like a 12-part series on the DuPonts on how messed up they are. Okay, never mind. Welcome, Lisa. Where have you been? Welcome, Laura. Lisa. Whoa. And I miss Frozen Charles's comment. No one's behavior is typical. Let's see here. Yeah. Hang on, let me back up. Welcome, Milkman. So, where the fuck are you now here? Charles, where's your comment? Oh, God. Where are you, Charles? Yeah, seriously, no one's behavior is typical in this whole case. Like, did it even really happen? Yeah. You know, I tell you what. Or are we getting played? Yeah. I'll tell you what. It has that flavor. For sure. There's a lot of obfuscation. That's what it is. There's a lot of obfuscation in this case, obviously. Obscuring things. Making things opaque when they should be clear. Why? And the question is why? Why is that? Why is that? It shouldn't be. This case should be straightforward. If you have your guy, you have your guy, right? It should be straightforward. There should be very, very little hiccups here with this, but of course we know that's not the case here. This case is anything but that. It is upside down. This case is living in the upside down world. Yep, exactly what it is. And Moscow knows it. Idaho State Police, they all know it. And they all know it feeds into the university. They all know it. We got to protect the university at all costs. We don't want to lose we don't want to lose any more money than we have to. That's exactly what happened. Yep. We have to, here's what we have to do. We have to make sure, right, that the person we get for this thing, we have to make sure that this is a one-off event. This is never going to happen again in the town of Moscow, Idaho. We have to make sure we give that picture. Because if we don't paint that picture in that way, right, we run the risk of students not ever wanting to come here in the future. So the script that we write and the picture that we paint, we have to make sure we let everybody know, right? It has to be front and center that this is a one-off event that will never, ever, 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 ever happen again. No. That's what we have to do here. We have to give that message out because people are not going to want to come to our school, right? And we can't have that. Right? Because we're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, or more every year if that happens. And again, what do we know about Moscow? Most of the town thrives on the money that is generated from the students coming into the students. So we cannot have a falter in that system. We cannot. Remember, we talked about this at length. Remember, we cannot have one single entity running an entire town. We cannot have it. But here we are. This is Moscow. That is Moscow. And so we have to keep that in mind. And of course we do. But I'm just saying that's one of the problems here in this case. We have to protect that machine. The machine has to be protected at all costs here. Even if that means we rush through an investigation that should have taken a long time,
A long, long time to figure this out, okay? This was not, we're going to get somebody in 12 days kind of thing. And that's what they try to lead you to believe. That the minute we got a tip about Mr. Koberger, we got him within 2 weeks. Roughly that's how it went. And that is impossible in this type of case. It's an impossibility. Impossible. This kind of case takes months and months and months to figure out. And we've seen Moscow police operate, and we've seen Idaho State police operate. And there's no way these fucking chuckleheads are going to solve this fucking thing in 14 fucking days. There's no way that's happening. No way. They couldn't even get through. Look, they couldn't even vet most of the tips that they got. And that was one of the defense's issues here, was that when we're talking about alternate suspects, Moscow police, they couldn't vet all this. And most of the real good tips, they either didn't bother to follow up with, they dropped their investigation of these tips. They dropped it, they just dropped it. That's exactly what the defense said in their court records here. So there's no way that they solved this fucking thing in 14 fucking days. It's no way. Absolutely not. I mean, again, they couldn't even get through the tips. But regardless of that, the real good tips that they did get that pointed to other suspects that show up in the forensic documents, okay, they dropped them. Because here's why. Because my gut feeling about all this is that they know exactly who these people were. They have the DNA. They did not want to go any further with the DNA, but they knew. I got a feeling that they see it's on one hand, it's weird to say they didn't solve this right away. On the other hand, though, I got a feeling, though, they did have an idea of who the major players were in this thing. That's the paradox here. That's the paradox. Yeah. But regardless, there's no way that they're getting to Koberger. There is no way they're getting to Koberger based on a simple tip, right? Because they couldn't vet the tips to begin with, really. You know what I'm saying? Well, we see that in the documents over and over and over again, what they do with the tips. Anyway, all right, guys. All right, let's get on. I'm getting long-winded here with this shit. Long-winded. But yeah, you guys know it. Yeah, Phoenix University. That's an interesting angle. Yeah, that is. Yeah, Phoenix University. That's an interesting angle there. Interesting angle. All right, quick break. We'll get into our first piece of this, and then we'll get on. All right, loves. Then we're gonna get kicked out of the fucking corner clubs. What we're gonna do? Because I like to spit on chicks, baby. I like to spit on women. And then you know what I like to say? I don't even remember I'm doing it. And then the cops say, "Well, let me see your hands," right? And I show my hands to them. They're like, "Oh, well, you got no cuts on them, so I guess you're okay." No. Hey, we did take swabs though. We did take swabs, but what did we do with that DNA evidence? What do we do with it? we couldn't put it into the system. or the fridge broke down. Yeah, little oddities like that happen all the time in quadruple murder cases. Sure. It happens all the time. Right. All right, babies. Quick break. Smoke them if you got them. We're going to get into our first piece then, okay? I'm going to start with the court docket. All right? We're going to start there, move and work our way into the bottom of hell. All right, babies. All right. Quick smoke break. Smoke if you got them, baby. Light that spleef, baby. All right, baby. Light the spleef. Light the spleef. Oh, yeah, baby. No leeching allowed. No leeching allowed. No, 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 no. I am. No, no, no. I am. You can pretend to smoke. You can pretend to smoke. Plus, bingo would be like, come on now, what are you doing? Hey, I am. Let me ask you, is it bingo or is it just Bing? I forget. Is it Bing or bingo? It's Bing, isn't it? Right? You said it was Bing, right? Yeah, you call him Bing, right? Okay, there you go. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Somehow it morphed into bingo. You're like, why are you fucking calling him bingo? It's fucking Bing. I don't call him fucking bingo. Oh my god. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. Nah. Sometimes it's really shaky. All right. And I know, hey, look, I know the cards are pulling you. I know they are. They're pulling you right on in. They're pulling you. All right, quick smoke right up. I can't smoke. I can't smoke in the space that I'm in, and which is good because I shouldn't. So I have to go outside. Well, that's good. Well, you know this. You know this. You know this. All right, hang on, guy. Hang on. Oh my god. All right, let's go. All right. All right, let's roll. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll, baby. Hey, Masternature. When do you let me putting out 1907 Part 2 Purple Hey? Oh, God. Not now, Tyrone, all right? Not now. Well, yeah. You know what? All right. All right, guys. Well, you know what you have to do first, though. Well, you already lit the candle, so the ceremony has already begun. But how about this? How about this?
It wasn't very large. There was just enough room.
Hey, let's get on, Frankie. Come on, Frank. All right, asshole. All right, good. Yeah, I'm still looking for evidence, asshole. All right. Thanks, Frank. All right. No, I should be, though. All right, I want to show you this. So this is where we left off in the unsealing of the documents. We have to go back to this for a quick second. So this was the third round, right? Right. All the stuff, well, not all the stuff, but the March 2025 crap. This is what was going to be unsealed next. All these things. Okay? Right. So that goes on for a bit. Interesting stuff here. Now, Defendant Exhibit 1A in support of affidavit of objection to state's motion in limine regarding the text messages and testimony. I think we did that. Let's see. State's Exhibit Whitehall, Seat, Nord, Miller, Martinez 1. Goes on. 2. Rebuttal. Exhibit. So this was all the shit that was supposed to be unsealed. These March items here. All right. The magic question crap. Yeah. An objection to the magic question. All right. Yeah. Defendants exhibit in support of their objection to the state's motion in limine regarding the self-authentication of records. All that. So all this stuff. Yeah. Interesting. A lot here. So I go to some of these things. Right? And I'm like, where the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot in the third batch. This is the third batch that's supposed to be unsealed. Look at all this. Pretty much the entirety of March. We get into February. A lot here. A lot. Bushy eyebrows. Oh my God. Yeah, it goes on. We're into February. Sociopath. Yep. That goes on and on and on. This is all the batch that's supposed to be unsealed. It goes into January. Court minutes. Yeah, on and on. We get through January and we stop. We stop at the beginning of January in the third batch. Right. So there's a lot here. So then I go to this. Okay. So this is 324. This is part of this. Now I'm like, well, what did I want to show in this? This is absolute fucking bullshit. Okay. I want to just show you. I'm giving you an example. Okay. Now we could spend all night on these things, and we're gonna get to more of these. Okay. But I wanted to hit Dylan. Of course, I want to hit Dylan and I want to hit Bethany over and over and over and over and over again. I want to hammer them too and hammer them. They are the prime. Well, Dylan especially is the prime. Absolutely. So we got phone records, of course. Now this is the state. The state, this is their reply to the defense objections to the motion in limine regarding the text message testimony. Okay, what I'm not focused on. Well, let's go. Let's just go fucking through it. Let's just go through it. All right. Good. So they're using phone records between 2:10 and 4:37 a.m. All right. Starting at 4:19, Dylan makes statements to Bethany regarding seeing an unknown male. We already know this, but let's go with it. Okay, seeing an unknown male, she knows who the male is. It's one of her friends, it's one of the associates. Anyway, in the residence. The statements are immediately after she perceived this event. You don't know that. Here's the problem. Thompson, this is ridiculous. You don't know that. You don't know it. Look. The statements are immediately after she perceived this event of the unknown male. You don't know that. In fact, I could say she made this entire narrative up, which she did. Okay? Regardless, This unknown male bullshit. This is all wrong. I'm just saying. Okay, let me go on. In addition, Dylan and Bethany are under the stress of excitement. Dylan and Bethany are under the stress of excitement caused by this startling event or condition. However, in Dylan and Bethany's own fucking statements, especially Dylan Martinson, she was not under any stress of excitement at all. I was not in any danger. I didn't sense any danger. I didn't feel I was in danger in any fashion. I didn't feel like there was a threat at all going on. This all comes from Dylan Morrison's own fucking mouth. There is no stress of excitement. Well, yeah, in a way, the excitement is not because there's a lone perpetrator floating around. I'm excited because I know exactly what the fuck's happening here. And yeah, that's exciting. It really is. I'd be excited too, baby. Not for that reason, right? I'm excited too. Yeah. Anyway, the state is trying to say, Thompson, that they were under the stress, de-stress, right, of excitement. You know, these are spontaneous utterances. Right. Because this event was startling, but not to Dylan Mortensen. This event was not startling to her. She was not in any danger. She says, I didn't feel any danger. I didn't feel like I was in any danger whatsoever. It felt like, I don't know. It felt like I knew who this person was. And guess what? She did. Yeah, that's why she wasn't in any danger. And that is why she didn't feel any danger. That's the only condition that satisfies that. And that is accurate. Because if you absolutely did not know who this person was floating around your house, who was dressed like a fucking ninja, you are going to be scared. Or at the very least, you're going to be, I don't know, something other than what Dylan was, not in any danger. Yeah. Anyway, right, guys? You with me? Splash page. Dylan is the director. She directs the entire action here. Absolutely, she always has, she always was directing traffic. She was directing all the traffic here. She was, absolutely. She knows who was in the house. She knows who the perpetrators are, including herself. She is a part of this thing. She knows who these people are. Absolutely. There's no question in my mind that is the case. Anyway, let's carry on. Sorry about the splash screen. The fucking thing comes up every time. Anyway, so yes, we go through this again. I'm not focused on the hearsay. I'm not focused on this, okay? Whatever. There's certain things I am focused on, though, with this, okay? Yeah. All right, so. And this should have happened, right? So, yeah, in addition, the Hobbit and Dylan should be able to testify regarding what was discussed during the phone calls as present sense impressions. Correct. And we should have seen that. I would have given anything to see Dylan and Bethany try to explain this entire sequence of events. I would have given anything for that. Because they would have failed miserably at it. Yes. Imagine, again, I don't know if Ann Taylor had this within herself. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who would have been the one to question Dylan or Bethany on the stand. I don't know. We don't know. But I'm just saying, a fucking competent defense attorney would have ripped these two apart. They would have. They would have. And when I read this, it makes me chuckle, but it also infuriates me because we should have seen this. We should have seen them on the stand. We should have seen them trying to explain themselves, and it would have been absolutely at the same time horrific and amusing because it would have been a shit show. But whatever. That goes on. We know this. This is the sequence we've known. Yeah. Let me back up. Maddie calls Bethany Funk at 2:53 a.m. Right? We wonder why that is. That's Murphy. That is Murphy. That's in regards to Murphy. That's why she's calling Bethany the Hobbit. Dylan is creating that contact that nobody knows about at 3:51. We still don't know who that person is. Nope. Right? And any type of calls that Bethany and Dylan are actually speaking together with on the calls, they should testify to what they're talking about. Absolutely. We should have fucking seen that. And again, if Kohlberger came from money, they would have been torn apart. Torn apart. They would have. I'm just saying they would have absolutely been torn apart. Same with this phone call that lasts for 41 seconds. Yep. And remember, we said this before, my garden. Bethany and Dylan never texted any of the roommates about seeing a lone wolf in the house. They never mentioned a lone wolf to any of the roommates. They never mentioned hearing a firecracker sound. They never mentioned people crashing into the pong table. They never mentioned anything to the roommates about these things. No. We don't see any text messages regarding any of these events to Maddie, Kaylee, Ethan, or Xana. This information is private between Dylan and Bethany. And that is a big fucking problem. That's another reason why, that's another screw up here. That is a big screw up on Dylan and Bethany's part. Major screw up. If we're trying to pretend, listen, if we are trying to pretend that it's this event that's going on, right, is happening in real time, we're trying to pretend that this is happening in real time, but we're not including any of the other roommates in this event that's going on. That's a major fuck up. They didn't think it through. If they were smart, if they were smart, okay, and they thought this through, we should have seen text messages to Maddie or Kaylee or Xana or Ethan about, hey, did anybody see a masked man in the house? Or, hey, did anybody else hear this firework or firecracker? Did anybody hear crashing? Did anybody hear people crying in the bathroom? Did anybody hear anything that you and I are talking about privately together? Not private necessarily because we're texting about it. Okay, so it's not private in that sense. I'm saying private in the sense that I have the information and you have the information, and I'm not sharing that with any of the roommates. And it just so happens that the roommates are the ones that are fucking murdered. Isn't that weird how that works? That is a major fuck up in this case. You cannot keep private information and try to say that this stuff is happening in real time and you're not letting the other roommates know what's going on, what is happening. That's why, here's why. Because you already know that they're fucking dead. That's why you're doing that. You know there's no point in messaging them about what you're seeing about a masked intruder because you already know what happened. And so I am not going to I'm not going to do that, first of all. But let me back up. If I was trying to plot this out, I would do that. It makes it seem like I'm including them into my conversation. But that's not what they do. We don't see any messages like that at all between them. All we get are phone calls that we cannot, there's no response, obviously. There's no response because they're dead. And then we get bullshit throwaway text messages to the dead roommates. And they know that they're already dead. So what we're seeing here, this is all a cover. That's exactly what we're fucking seeing. I mean, look at this. Look at this stupid one. This is really dumb. Look, 422, right? Dylan to Kaylee. Kaylee? Okay, what? Kaylee, what? That's it. What is this text supposed to be about? I don't know. Look. 42242, right? Dylan to Kaylee. Kaylee? Yeah, what? So what? Not, hey, Kaylee, I saw a masked intruder 2 seconds ago. Are you okay? Hey, Kaylee, did you see that masked intruder too? Because I thought I heard you running up and down the stairs, saying there's somebody in the room. Where's that? Where is that on the messages? Dylan, hey, Dylan Mortensen, I hope you're watching this fucking live. Where is it? All I'm seeing, hey, Kaylee. What? What? Do you want to make some cocoa? Like, what do you want to do, Kaylee? You want to make some popcorn with me and watch the Vampire Diaries or what? What is this? Kaylee, what? I don't know. Dylan to Kaylee, what's going on? I don't know, Dylan. You're the one that's seeing all this shit. You're the one that's seeing all this. What is going on? I don't know. How about this? Dylan, here's what you should have done to cover your ass. You should have sent a text to Kaylee saying, hey, Kaylee, I just saw a masked intruder leave your 3rd floor. Okay? He came down from your floor. Right? Yeah. Are you okay? Did you see the masked lone wolf too? No, she doesn't. Bethany doesn't. They don't. That's another reason why this is another big fuck up on Dylan Mortensen's part. They forgot to include the dead roommates in their text messaging. Yeah. Be on this crap. This is surface level crap. This is non-specific. I am not sharing information with you. I am not telling you I saw a masked lone wolf in the house. I am not giving you my private information. The only person I'm doing that with is Bethany Funk, the Hobbit. And she just so happens to be the only other survivor in this case. Gee, that's a little weird, I would think. Yeah, but yeah, that goes on. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. I'm screwed. Remember? I'm screwed. But, where do I want to? Here. This is my favorite part of this. The state's evidence will show Dylan, now listen, the state's evidence will show Dylan and Bethany went to sleep after 4:37 a.m. The state seeks to introduce the following phone records from the next morning from Dylan and Bethany, okay? It starts at 10:23. The state cuts off 3 hours of texting and messaging. The state, I keep saying Judge Thompson. Evil Santa Claus, they want to exclude 3 hours from that morning. Of course they want to exclude that. Why? Because it makes them look guilty as fuck. From 7:30 a.m. all the way through up until 10:23. You guys know what happened. You guys know what's happening. We're calling our mom. We're calling our dad. We're leaving messages at our home phone, right? We're taking pictures at 8:41 a.m. in the morning. We're taking pictures of things from The Hobbit, right? We're talking to our parents. Then they finally call us back. We got a toothache, baby. We got a toothache, baby. Yeah, anyway, this is my favorite part. The state wants to cut off 3 hours worth of fucking information because they know, Thompson knows, it makes them look utterly horrible and guilty and responsible. Yes, that's why he cut it off. Yeah. This is all nonsense. Are you up? Are you up? This is all nonsense. We know this. This is all bullshit. I like this little jump from 10:23 to 11:29 as if nothing went on during this time period. Nothing happened. That's absolutely not true. This is, there's a lot, right. Well, the defense showed that. They showed there was a hell of a lot more going on here. But the point of this is what Thompson was going to try to do at trial. And he would have been destroyed. Yeah. Anyway, that's the first thing I wanted to highlight for you guys, okay? But the overall point, though, is that there's so many unsealed documents in the third batch that I'm trying to look at them and trying to figure out what's new information, what's not new information. I can't even find some of the shit that supposedly they're trying to unseal. I don't even see it. I don't even know where it is. Like, where is it? Like, it's not written the same way as the original document from February, March, and January. It's contained, I think they're contained within other documents. So anyway, that's confusing. Anyway, that's part one. That's the first part I want to show you in this, okay, guys? We're going to move on to part two. Smoke them if you got them, baby. Smoke them if you got 'em. I love you. I love you. Welcome, TJ. Yeah, look. Who else? I missed. Welcome, Curious Rose. Welcome, Curious Rose. TJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, sir. Are you up? That's a great question. Great question there. Well, let me go. Let me back up. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let me back up. That's a great question here. A lot of good questions. So dew point. What were they talking about all morning? Great question. But here's what I do know, all right? Dylan Mortensen says the minute she got down to the Hobbit's room, she doesn't remember what they talked about. That comes directly from her mouth. She says when I shut the door, and I locked the door in the Hobbit's room, I don't remember what we discussed. Yes, that's what she says. Yeah. And Idaho State Police are like, okay, great. Hey, do you want a donut? No pressing, no nothing. Okay, we just accept that as, okay, great. You don't remember what you talked about. Oh, okay. Then why the fuck did you run down to the room? Why did you run to the room? Of course you're going to know what you're going to talk about. You know? And you're going to have to. Because then I'm going to hit you with this. Well, then why the fuck did you run to the room? You're telling me you got to the Hobbit's room and you don't remember what you talked about when you got to the room? Well, then why did you run to the room? Right? It's all fucking bullshit. This entire sequence of events is bullshit. We know it. We know it, and we know it. We know it. It's impossible. It makes no sense. Dylan, again, what does Dylan like to do? Dylan contradicts herself within the same sentence over and over again. Idaho State Police accept this as fact. They don't charge her, they don't press her as a witness. They don't press her as a suspect. On and on and on. Why are they protecting them? I don't fucking know why they're protecting them. I don't know. But they should be in jail. That's all I know. They should have been in jail by 11/17. Both of these fucking people should have been in jail. Absolutely. And I don't know why that did not happen. We're still trying to figure that shit out. Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway, let's carry on. 5 minutes, not a 5 minute, but a quick smoke break. We'll get on to part 2 of this thing, okay? I love you. Part 2. Stick with me, guys. Stick with me, okay? I love you. Let's stick with me here. All right, let's go. Let's go. This may be a little bit long, okay? But we're getting there. We're getting there, all right? Stick with me. I so wished that either Moscow or Idaho, I so wished that I read in any of these documents that there's a statement that says, would you be willing to take a lie detector test for us? I so wanted to read that in the documents. It's nowhere to be found. Yeah. Absolutely. Nowhere to be found. No lie detector tests. No. Hey, just to rule you guys out. That's all we're doing it for. Hey, we just want to rule you out. That's all we're doing. Nothing like that at all. Anyway, smoke them. Smoke one. Smoke him. Oh my God. Yeah, pathetic. Pathetic. Pathetic and pathetic. Mm-hmm. No lie detectors. No nothing. No. Fucking bullshit. Right. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I'm coming down to the Hobbit's room.
Is anybody in here? Hey, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Hey, Hobbit, are you in there? I'm watching on what? I'm just fucking going to sleep. But let me in. What, Dylan? What? Well, I want to sleep. I want to sleep with you. Okay. Oh, come on in. We can fall asleep and watch the Vampire Diaries together while our friends are upstairs rotting in their own fucking piss and shit. Let me in. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Let me in.
This is Act 4, though. Act 4. Where are you at, Masternature? Oh, Masternature, you always fuck up, man. You always fuck up. This is why you don't let me release Purple fucking Haze, and because you're in your own fucking Purple Haze. See? Okay. Well, that's true. You're in your own Purple Haze, Masternature. You're in your own Purple Haze. That's right. That's right. That's right. Purple Haze, baby. Purple Haze. All right. All right. All right. Anybody want to hear from ND? Okay. All right. Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. What is the next thing I want to show you? Oh, boy. Okay. I want to jump to this, okay? I want to jump to this. Oh, my God. Listen, Garden. Do you want me to drop 1907 Part 2 Purple Haze or what? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to what do you want me to do with it? Like, it's been cooking on my stove here for like, I don't know, like 2 months. I've been cooking. It's like, it's getting all burnt and shit, all right? Like, you know, you cook something and you leave it on the stove, it burns, baby. It fucking burns. All right. All right. Oh, my God. That's a candle, baby. You don't want to drink that. It should be a drink, but it's not a drink. Hey, we can make it a drink, though. We call it Purple Candle Haze. All right. All right. Purple Candle Haze. This is what brings the spirits to us right here, babies. Without this, there's no ceremony. All right. Oh, I did want to show this to you. I did want to play this for you guys. Okay, hang on, my loves. Where is it now? Goddamn. I always think I have shit ready to go, and I fucking don't. You're so professional, Master Nature. Okay, all right. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Where is that? Where is that? No, that's not the one I want to show you. That is not the one I want to show you, even though there's some really good versions. Fuck, where is it? Damn it. I like this one. I mean, it's an older version, but whatever. I think it's from this one. If I can fucking get it. Urgh. All right, hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Dame Deb. Are you a soy boy? Oh! Are you a soy? Hey, come here. Are you a soy boy? Oh my God. Please donate to my channel. I'm just a soy boy. Okay, all right. Oh my God. I'm undergoing a few procedures in the next month for being a soy boy. All right. No. Oh my God. All right. No. If I could find what I'm actually trying to show you, that'd be nice. God damn. Where is it? Damn. No, it's not an ad. It's not an ad. It's not an ad. Here we go. Here we are, love. Here we are. Here we are. Light my wick, baby. All right. All right.
Oh my God. Hey, I am. You wouldn't fucking believe it. Okay. No, I'm serious. You are like a saw boy, actually. Oh my God. But hey, at least you're not a leech.
All right. Thanks, Stanley.
Well, it's true. Hey, I'm gonna play this for you, my garden, because this is part of my top 25 countdown to Christmas or Xmas, sorry. And I like this one because it has the English vernacular in it. It has the English vernacular in it, all right? And I like the English vernacular. I like it very much, actually. Here it is.
I am one lucky cunt, because that's the best band in the world.
All right. Hey, love.
I should play you some pill, yeah, Dame. Hey, Dame Deb, we should play some pill.
All right, let's go. All right, let's get on. Here's the next piece of things. Here's the next piece of things, all right? I want to jump to this. All right. If I can find it. No. All right. Here, I wanted to jump to the ISP documents again, and again, because this is where the good shit is, all right? This is coal. Now, some people I think kind of got this confused, okay, with Jack Showalter. This is coal. And what's weird about this one is that this document reminds me of Moscow Police Document 77 about Little G, GM, okay? There's some odd parallels between 77 and this one, all right? And I want to that's why I'm showing this to you, okay? I missed some things the first time around when I read this document. This is supplement number 2, all right? Supplement number 2. And so we're going to look at that. All right? This is coal. And this is the asshole that got kicked out of the corner club. Okay? Why did he get kicked out? Number one, he was spitting on women. Number two, he was grabbing women. All right? Number three, he was around Maddie Mogan and Kaylee Gonzalez and their other friend that night in the corner club. Number four, there is video of that going on at the corner club that night that has not been released yet. That is on video. That has not been released yet. We have not seen that yet. I desperately want to see that incident. I want to see exactly what happened that led up to him getting kicked out of the fucking corner club. All right? That has not come out yet. That has to come out. It has to. All right, but we're going to read through that again. This is a character. This is one of the characters here. Now, can I make the leap and say this guy had something to do with it? Maybe. They supposedly did find his DNA at the crime scene. Supposedly. But let's go through this. It's a little convoluted because of the redactions, but I feel it's important we go through this again. And I'm going to point out what tripped me up here, all right? The first time around, I didn't catch this shit. This time around, however, the first thing I want to point out to you guys is this. This guy is 27 fucking years old. That's number one. He's 27. He's much older than them. That's number one. His birth date is 1995. Birth year is 1995. Yeah, so he's not their age. That's one thing I have to keep in mind here. He is much older than them, but he is an undergraduate student at the University of Idaho, even at the age of 27. 27. So keep that in mind. He's much older. Kind of like Brian Koberger, right? Right. See, what's fascinating about this case is Moscow and Idaho State Police, when they tried to make the composite of the lone wolf, they borrowed characteristics from other suspects. And they blended them together to form what they considered the lone wolf here. And Cole is just another example of that. And this document reminds me a lot of Moscow 77, when we're talking about GM, the psycho that would run around, right? Who would take the bus back. When he was visiting Moscow, right, they would take the bus from Boise to Moscow. Right? Well, let's read. And tell me if this doesn't give you deja vu. Tell me if this does not give you deja vu, all right? Remember, the composite of the wolf. We're talking about a composite here, which means we are putting different elements from other suspects that are viable and are the suspects, okay? We're taking bits and pieces from these people and we're constructing a narrative that we are going to say is the lone wolf. That's called a composite. Let's carry on. We've talked about this before. But, okay, let's go. Let's go, loves. Hey, let's go. 4 days after the event, right? Great. 102, we're interviewing him. We got Lieutenant Caitlin. And, right. Is this the one I want? I'm just going to make sure this is this is the one I want. So we got Caitlin. And we have Ryan Hoxie. We got Hoxie and Caitlin doing this thing. Okay? Right. Just so we know who we're talking. All right. So, of course, they're interviewing him. And it's in reference to the 4, right? Of course, the incident. The interview took place in front of his residence located there in Boise. So we are interviewing this person outside of his fucking residence, first of all. Think about this. Think about this, guys. We're interviewing Cole outside of his house. We're not taking him to the police station. We're not making him come to the police station. We're not even inside his own residence. We are talking to him outside his place. What the fuck? Idaho State Police. This is not how we conduct interviews. Everybody's a suspect. In fact, guys, I was going to show you this, but I don't want to convolute things even more. I was watching a really good, this was about 2 days ago. I was watching a really good murder case, okay? I forget which channel it was on. A really good murder case from Colorado, all right? About this, and this was a sick little guy, okay? You real smart guy, but sick, of course, they all are. But anyway, there's a part in this murder investigation where the handler of the crime scene comes on the scene, right? And he's in charge. He's in charge of the crime scene, okay? And there's a part in this where he says to his underlings, he says to them, and I'm like, you're goddamn fucking right. He says to them point blank, everybody that's out here on the street, they're all suspects. And don't fucking forget it. That's the direction that he gave. And when I saw that, I'm like, absolutely. That's exactly what we should have seen in this case. And it made me think about all the idiots outside the house, all them standing around and fucking huddled around in blankets and boo-hooing and fucking Dylan with no shoes on for no fucking reason. Yeah, we needed somebody on that scene that took control and said, everybody that's fucking boo-hooing, they're all suspects. All of them. But not in this case. Not in this fucking case. Nope. But anyway, I love that. I love seeing that. I'm like, yup, because that's exactly how this should have gone. Everybody that's milling about, that's standing around, right? That's gawking at the house, they're all suspects. In fact, we can't let anybody go here. People driving through the crime scene, that's your suspect too, Moscow police. Yes. Oh my God. It's pathetic. Anyway, so let's carry on with this document, all right? So this is Cole, and this is his statement. So on the 12th, he woke up and he started watching college football and then went to the gym. His roommate, now I get confused between whose roommates are whose. I do. But his roommate, his roommate had a dart tournament at the Moose Lounge, also known as the Moose Lodge, which is right next door to the Corner Club. At 5 or 6, he went to the Moose Lounge, got all started. That's where he started getting all fucked up. He went to the Moose Lodge and started drinking. Right? They had a veteran special, and he took full advantage of that. Okay? Right. $2 for a domestic fucking beer. Right? Veteran special. Right. That's important here. It was a veteran special. Right. They were at the Moose Lodge until about 9 p.m. And then his fucking group went to Mingle's Bar and Grill, and they stayed there for about an hour. So they were drinking there too, at the Mingle's Bar. After Mingle's, right, Cole is feeling really good, and they went to the Corner Club. But at this point in our story, he was really fucked up and intoxicated. Yeah. Oh, but wait. This is how he gets out of it. He did not remember getting kicked out of the corner club, and he did not know why he got kicked out. Does Idaho State Police refresh his memory? Nope, they do not. They don't say, hey, Cole, this is why you got kicked out and you could have got charged for a crime because you were spitting on women and you were grabbing them inappropriately without permission, asshole. But does Idaho State Police press him on any of this? Nope. Do they say, hey, we got video footage of you in the corner club fucking acting like a complete menace? Nope. Nope. So we let it go. We let it go. We let it go. Great. At approximately 11:21 p.m., he and Maddie took a picture with each other while they were there. Maddie sent this picture in a group text, right, to this person. They have this person redacted. I don't know. First of all, I don't know why that's redacted. Why is this redacted? I'm thinking, okay, it's redacted because it's either Bethany, Dylan, or somebody, right, other than the victims that they're trying to cover. Oh, obviously. Also, sent with the photo was a text message saying, okay, also there was a text, right, with this picture that says, get your ass to the club, bitch. Get to the club. Blank. Who? Get to the club. Who? Who are we getting to the club? Maddie sent this text, right? So who are we trying to get to the club? Three letters, baby. It's either 2 or 3 letters. Who are we trying to get to the club? I don't know. He didn't remember taking the photo with Maddie. Didn't remember even taking the photo. And didn't remember who Maddie was with. What? Yeah. This was also the first time he'd seen Maddie outside of class and school projects. Now remember, he's a 27-year-old undergraduate student taking classes with Maddie Mogan. Uh-huh. Goddamn, sorry. Splash screen, baby. Fucking splash screen. Piss. Yeah, this is, hey, Cole's an interesting one. Let me tell you. All right. Where are we? All right. He didn't remember much from the evening, but said he walked home from the corner club. His address was this in Moscow. He walked home. His roommate, this, got home around 1:30 or 1:40. His other roommate, this, told him he got home about 30 minutes before blank, about approximately 1 a.m., and that was the end of the night for him. His roommates are, long fucking name, and, that's a long fucking name, man. I'll tell you what, right? And, hey, and, wait. His roommates are this, and, and they were a couple. They were a couple. Well, gee, I wonder who that, I don't know. Right? On the 13th, he wakes up at 12 o'clock noon. Magically, he wakes up at 12. When everything has happened, okay, he learned of the incident through that vandal alert that first occurred at 1:04 p.m. Student email. No, that is not correct. There was, well, whatever. That afternoon, which explained the situation. An hour after receiving that first vandal alert, which was at 1:04 p.m., he received another one which told him there was no suspect and to remain vigilant. And then a third alert went out, right, that evening while he was at work, which had details of how many victims there were. He didn't know Maddie was one of them until Monday afternoon when he received an email from his fucking professor of marketing. Hey, Cole, did you hear the news? Yeah, your classmate's dead. I'm so glad the professor took it upon himself to do that. He, Maddie, and this other schmuck are in marketing at the University of Idaho and work together on group projects. They were working on a project for this schmuck. Wait a minute. They were working on a project for this, which was a cafe in town Maddie worked for. I wonder what cafe that is. I don't know. Take a wild guess. What cafe did Maddie work for? I don't know. When they worked on projects together, so listen. So if we're talking about the Mad Greek, right? Well, then Cole knows exactly where Maddie works. He knows where she works. Just saying. Cafe. When they worked on projects together, they would meet and work in the basement of the Albertsons building on campus. He never been to Maddie's house and didn't know until recently where she lived. Uh-huh. I highly fucking doubt that. I highly doubt that. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit there. Bullshit. That is absolute nonsense to me. Yeah, of course he knows where she lives. Look, you're working on school projects together, right? You're gathering in the basement of another building working on a school project. He already knows where she works. And you're telling me that they didn't discuss where they lived? Absolutely not. Fuck you. That's an absolute fucking lie. He didn't know where she lived. He worked at this fucking place in Moscow and has worked for 8 years in total. As he transferred colleges, he moved stores with He moved stores with this person. His boss said the store carried old K-bar knives. Oh, yeah. But they were an older clearance item. And that makes it okay. We never found the knife. We don't know how old it is. It could be an old clearance item from a store that you bought it from, my friend. We never found it. This does not get you off the hook here. Just because it may be an old clearance item, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean a thing. The knife could be 5 years old. Who knows? This does not get you off the hook. He didn't know what kind of sheath a K-bar knife would come with. That's also ludicrous. Why? I'm going to show you in one fucking second. Let me read that again. He did not know what kind of sheath a K-bar knife would come with, even though they sold them in the stores that he worked at. But that's not the best part of this little gem. Oh, no, it gets much better. He didn't know, no, we'll get there. He didn't know Kaylee and didn't remember seeing her at the corner club. Of course not. He didn't know any of the victims besides Maddie Mogan. Right. Mogan was the only person from the house he spoke with, and it was mainly related to class projects. He'd only talked to Maddie approximately 4 or 5 times throughout the school year. All right, whatever. They mainly used text to communicate. He read us the group text. I'm so glad they confiscated his phone. But anyway, I highly doubt it. He read us the group text he, Maddie, and this other person used. The last text was from Maddie was that photo and text message at the fucking corner club. The other person in this group chat responded the following day, which was the last text in this thread. Great. This is where the kicker comes in about not knowing what kind of sheath would go with a K-bar knife. Here is the kicker, right? He was attending his last semester at this university, and he thought Maddie was going to finish in 23, right? But listen, he started college at Treasure Valley Community College, transferred to Utah Tech, and from 2017 to 2019, he started attending the University of Idaho, right? He stopped attending in 2019 because he joined the fucking Army Reserve as a culinary specialist. Yeah. I joined the Army Reserve as a culinary specialist, but I cannot tell you what kind of sheath would go with a K-bar knife. Are you out of your mind? Yes, you are out of your mind. Yeah. After 2 years of being in the Army Reserves, including going through training, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. He went back to the university to finish his schooling. That's why he's 27 years old, because he was doing all this other shit in between, including joining the Army Reserves and getting training in fucking knives. And he wanted to be a culinary specialist that uses knives. Now, you're going to sit there and you're going to lie to me and say you have no idea what kind of sheath would go along with a K-bar knife. Is that really what you're telling me, my friend? Okay, do you want to try it again? Because now that I know all your history here, I think you're lying to me. I think you're absolutely fucking lying to my face. And if this was a real investigation, we cannot have that. You are not going to lie to my face. You are going to tell me what I need to know. And if you fucking lie to me, I'm going to know it. Yes, I will. And I will make you tell the same story over and over and over again until I decide if it makes sense to me or not. Not you, you fucking prick. That's not how it works, Moscow or Idaho State. You dictate it. You dictate. You don't let these fucking people dictate anything to you. But yet, that's not this case. Absolutely not. Fuck you. Let's carry on. He never heard of any issues with Maddie. He never heard that she had issues with anybody, right? He did not know if Maddie used any drugs or narcotics. They never spoke of anything personal. Again, I highly doubt that. Absolutely, I highly doubt that. Absolutely doubt that. For sure. Absolutely. That is a lie to me as well. He didn't have a car. Now listen, this is where the little GM parallel comes in here, guys. So listen to this. He didn't have a car and he walked wherever he needed to go around the campus, just like little G. He rode the bus home to Boise, just like GM, and borrowed his brother's pickup truck while he was in town. But that is an interesting parallel here. GM would also walk everywhere and stalk Maddie at the fucking Mad Greek. And Xana at the Mad Greek. Do you see what I'm saying here about building a composite? We are taking real information, okay? We're taking real suspects here, and they are. We're taking bits of information from these suspects, and we're constructing a composite here of what the lone wolf should be. And that's exactly what they did with this guy. And we're building this, and we're applying it to our lone wolf. And that lone wolf, as we know, turned out to be Brian Kohlberger. But that's exactly what they're doing here. We see this over and over and over again in the documents. This is just one example of them doing this. That's why there's so many interesting parallels to certain people, to certain information that they are using to build this composite of this lone wolf character. Cole is one of these people that they're borrowing from. That's what they're doing here. It's sick, it's sad, it's disgusting, but that's exactly what they're doing here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this one has very strange parallels to GM. Anyway, but that's what they're doing. That's why it sounds so familiar. That's why. Anyway, let's carry on. Okay, he didn't have any injuries to his hands, arms, or face. Whatever. So at 1:36, he consented to a DNA. We got that. Okay. Millar arrived on scene. So another Idaho State Police detective arrives on scene. Remember, we're interviewing this guy outside of his fucking house. We're not even sitting down in a building anywhere. We're talking to him on the sidewalk. Yes, this character who got kicked out of the corner club for spitting on women and grabbing them without consent. This is what we're doing with this kind of character. We're not even making him come to the fucking police station. This person is the very definition of somebody you want to have come to your police station. Hands down. I'm not interviewing you outside your house, you moron. Hell fucking no. You're coming into my den. You're coming into my building, you see? And you're going to sit in my chair. The one that I pick out for you. And I'm going to grill the fuck out of you until you crack. But there's no way in hell I'm standing outside your fucking house and talking about this stuff. Idaho State Police, are you out of your mind? You are the worst police agency I've ever heard of. Right alongside Moscow. This is not how we interview suspects. We do not stand outside of their fucking house on a sidewalk. Not this character. Not this character. You cannot do that with this kind of character. Absolutely not. No way. He is coming to your house, baby. He is coming to your house. And you are going to fucking nail him there. You ain't going to be doing this shit. You are not going to be standing outside a goddamn sidewalk. No way. Not this character. Anyway, because they did this, they had another Idaho State Police person come along to meet them at the residence outside on the sidewalk to collect his fucking DNA. Look. So at 1:36 p.m., right, this asshole consented to a DNA sample. So we had to call another detective, Detective Millard, right, to come to the scene and collect his DNA, which I took custody of and submitted it into evidence for processing. That was approximately 1:38 p.m. We concluded this fucking bullshit interview. Right? Item 1, the buccal swabs from this prick. And then item 2, right, the audio interview. There you go. That is Cole, my friends. Ryan, the other girl, the female Idaho State Police, and then we got Millar showing up, collecting his goddamn DNA right there on the sidewalk outside of his goddamn house. That is not how we conduct things. Not with this character. Absolutely fucking not. What do you think about them apples? Right? Look, you have a fucking prick who got so belligerent and violent and nasty at the corner club to the point where he gets kicked out for his behavior, and you're treating him like a cream puff on the sidewalk right outside his house. Are you fucking kidding me? But that's exactly what Idaho State Police fucking did. Yeah. You know what we call that? A fucking bad joke. That's a bad joke if I've ever heard one. Everybody's funny, and you're funny too, Idaho State Police. You are a fucking bad joke. And because you're a bad joke, you give every other police department who's trying to be real and solve crime, you give them a bad fucking name because of the jokes that you're playing here in this case. Absolutely. That concludes part 2 of my little live excursion with my garden. I hope you liked that segment. It's ridiculous, isn't it, guys? Welcome, Dame Florencia. I missed you. I apologize. And Brooke, welcome. Everybody that I missed, I apologize. That is part 2. And that is Cole. And we're going to take a quick smoke break and we're going to get to part 3. Absolutely. I have to wipe this. I have to wipe the spit from the phone. Okay. Yeah. No, there is no video. There is no video, Mrs. John. Welcome. There is just, I believe there's just audio of this. And then I'm starting to wonder, how clear is this audio? Because we're interviewing outside in the elements. So I have no idea what the quality of this audio would be. We're not sitting down in an establishment or a dwelling, right? We're outside in the elements. So that's a great point, Mrs. John. That's a great point. I'd love to fucking hear it, and I'd love to hear how clear this interview actually is. You know, we're not even sitting in a goddamn car. You know, right? It's absurd, right? That's the whole premise of this channel, right? It's fucking absurd. Look, you only have a certain amount of people, right, that you know of at this point in time in this case that were acting violently And this is one of these people. You know that this person, he was one of these people that were acting belligerently and violent that night. And you do not treat him like a suspect. Yes, you get his DNA, great. But you can't be interviewing, you can't be doing this. He has to come to your police station. Absolutely. No question. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, we'll take a quick smoke break. All right, smoke him if he got him. And then we're going to get on to part 3. All right, my loves? My loves, my love. I love you, babies. Let's go, baby. Hey, remember, no leeches allowed. No fucking leeches allowed, baby. No way. Nope. No leeches, baby. Hey. How about this? If there's leeches, guess what? We have an infinite amount of salt to deal with them pricks. Absolutely. And some sage, too. Alrighty. Isn't this where we came in? Right. Yes, indeed. Alright, let's go. Part 3. In our little expose. I hope you like this. Yes, I do. Wait a minute. I know the garden is clamoring for MD just about this point in our programming. Listen. Just listen to me. Just listen. Look, I know I'm not the swiftest character here, but I know you love me, and listen. I hatched a plan. Okay, listen. I hatched a plan with Stanley, and we're gonna figure out how to get my kids out of the Olsen's Ice prison. I just want to let you know that, my garden. That's all. We figured out a plan, okay, and we're gonna hatch it very soon, okay. Probably leading up to Christmas. I hope they don't die before then. I hope they don't die in the ice prison. But I got a feeling that they're gonna survive. I got that feeling, and I hope they do survive. No, they will survive. Well, I think they're in there with a couple of bandits, actually, and well, they could all keep each other warm, I guess, and yeah. MD, I'm sure it's gonna work out just fine. I hope so, Master Nature. And the garden gives. Hey, listen, the garden gives me strength and courage, And I need that. I need that in these trying times that I'm in with my kids in prison and stuff. Hey, they're like, I don't know how old they are anymore. I don't know. I think they may have aged. I'm not sure. But yeah, well, they're like really young, I guess. And but they're not blind. They are not blind, and anybody who says they're blind, I don't like you. Okay, they're not blind, right? Look, they may have to go on disability, okay, but they're not blind. They're not. They would go on disability for other reasons, all right? And nobody's gonna say anything about it, all right? Ashley, why did you give me blanket? They're not blind. Oh my God. MD, it's all right. Calm down. Jesus. I know, but I get so worried about them, and then I get these weird telegrams, and I don't know what the fuck they are. All right, hang on, MD. Just hang on a second. All right, I'm hanging. All right. Thank you, MD. The garden loves you, and oh no, Dame Florence, no, you're nothing like that, actually.
Welcome, Christopher Bond. Out on a secret mission.
Welcome, Seattle Rain. Oh, I love that. I love that name. Welcome, Brooke. Where you be? Welcome, State 48. No.
Out on a mission as well.
Who's a succubus? Wait, we talking about succubi? Hey, you know what I saw? Hey, Seattle, Rain. Let me tell you this, Seattle, Rain. I was watching, this is about a year ago, okay? I was watching a special about Washington State, right? And they were featuring Seattle. And correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But Seattle has one of the most amazing fucking fish markets and fish where you can go and buy all kinds of fish, seafood products, and other meats, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that true? Seattle Rain, is that true? There is the amazing market there, right? Am I off on this? Welcome, Fiji.
Oh man, I would love to go to Fiji. Oh my God.
There you go, Seattle, baby. I knew I was right. I saw that. I'm like, oh my God. That's exactly where I need to be. I want to be at that market in a heartbeat. Like, I'd be there buying all kinds of shit. I'd be like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it looks good, and I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna cook it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna cook it. You know, I'll figure it out. You know, absolutely. I mean, it looked so robust and so like buzzing and like, oh my God, it was just, oh man, it seemed so electric. I was just like, oh man, oh my God. Anyway, that Seattle, when I saw your name, that's what I thought about. That's exactly what I thought about. Yeah, okay. Hey, Seattle. Hey, Chris Cornell. Okay. Soundgarden, yes. Damn, man. Damn.
We will save the babies.
Yeah. Welcome, Fiji. I missed you. Oh my God. Do they throw the fish around? Oh my God. Okay.
Damn, Christopher. Wham. Damn. Hey, deep fucking roots here, baby. Hey, deep roots here, baby. Well, that's another reason why you're the best guard in the world, right? Deep roots. Absolutely. That's really cool. That's really freaking cool. That is really cool. I'm sorry, Edie. Welcome, Edie. I apologize. I missed you. Welcome. You know, I know what you're talking about, Edie. I did see that. I haven't gotten there. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know the Huda clip. I know exactly what you're talking about. I did see it. I'm not missing it. No, trust me, I did not. Yeah, I did see that. It goes along with the fucking post about best weekend ever, right? Best fucking weekend ever, right? That kind of shit. I saw it. Yeah, that kind of fucking nonsense. I saw it. Absolutely. Yep. I mean, hey, the grub truck is interesting. I'm not gonna. Hey, it is. It's very compelling. Don't get me wrong. Grub truck stuff is compelling. It is very compelling. Yeah. It's just not something I focused on. This is not something I focused on. Nope. But it is compelling. Very, very compelling stuff going on there. A lot of dynamics happening at the grub truck. A lot of playing between people. There's a lot. How do I say the stuff that I've seen? A lot of body language that's interesting. A lot of there's a lot of knowing without actually people speaking about things. It seems that kind of stuff going on there. Yeah, it's compelling. I totally understand that. I get it. People acting weird. People. I know people ordering food and not eating their food and throwing the food away, right? Within 5 seconds of getting their food. I've seen it. I've seen that. Yeah. Ordering mac and cheese from the grub truck or whatever they're ordering, taking their food, walking right down the sidewalk and tossing it in the fucking garbage. Yeah, without even taking a bite of it. Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Oh, absolutely. I know. It's just I haven't focused on it. But I've seen some of it. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Not all of it, but some of it. All right, guys, we're getting on to part 3 of this thing. Right. Part 3, baby, is upon us now. All right, loves. I wanted to play this for you, though, first. This is a band that I absolutely love. I've been into this band for probably about 20 years. I love pretty much everything that they put out up until 1980. Okay, yeah. They are one of my favorite bands. Yeah. So I just want to play a little something from them. Now, 2 of you won the contest last time, and I'm still working on, and you know who you are, I'm still working on getting that out to you. I have not forgotten about you. I'm still working on it. I know, I got the information, and it's going out to you. I just have not gotten there yet. So hang loose, baby. It's coming, baby. I have not forgotten about that. But I decided at this point in time, if you can guess the band, just the band that I'm going to play right now, you also have the opportunity to win something. All right? All you have to do is guess the band that I'm going to play. All right? We get 7 total guesses. 7 total guesses here. All right? Amongst everybody in the chat. So, we cannot supersede 7 or else the game is over. But the band that I'm going to play next, you just guess the band. Don't even worry about the song. Just guess the band, baby. So,
Who is it? Who am I going to play next? What is the band? Go, baby. Go, baby. Welcome, Jim. Jack Katovich. Right? That's his name, right? Is it Jack Katovich? No, hey, you cannot guess three. You cannot guess 3 in one. No, come on now. It's not Rush. It's not The Doors. That's 2. You got 5 left. But hey, you got 5 to go. It's not Aerosmith. You got 4 to go. It's not Genesis. 3 to go. Welcome, musical cherubs. You're shelling pistachio? What? It's not Led Zeppelin, baby. 2 to go. All you have to do is guess the band. It's not The Who. Oh my God, we're down to our last one, baby. It's not the Ramones. It's not CCR. Pistachio for nut butter. Oh my God. Hey, that sounds pretty good, actually. Welcome, Typically Unique. Welcome, Melissa D. Also known as Dee Dee Ramone. It's not The Clash. The clue is, well, it's not really a clue. It's just a band that just one of my favorite bands, that's all. Really not a clue at all. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a better hint. All right. That's not much of a hint. This is a band that started in the late 60s, and they are still actually going on. Okay? But they started in the late 60s, and I feel that they peaked around 1980. So there's your clues. Not the Stones. Not Aerosmith. Not the Grateful Dead. That's a good one, though. They're also one of my favorites. Not Fish. Not the Stones. And then I'm like, okay, what song am I going to play for you guys with them? You know? Because they had different sort of eras. Yeah, kind of. Welcome, okay, weirdo. Can you make me a pretzel with that dough? And will it taste weird? I don't know. Not ELP. Good guess though. I love ELP too. That's a good guess. It's not the Kinks. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's not the Kinks. Not the Stones. You didn't miss the song yet. I didn't play it. It's not Pink Floyd. It's not Fleetwood Mac. It's not Jimi Hendrix. It's not the Doors. It's not the Beatles. It's not the Allman Brothers. It's not Cream. It's not Styx. It's not the Stooges. It's not punk. It's not anything punk. Or whatever, pre-punk, whatever, proto-punk. It's not Queen. It's not Bowie. All right. No, it's not. It's not Prince. It's not Prince. It's a nice guess, though. It's not The Who. I didn't mention The Who. That's a good guess, though. All these bands I love. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But, nope. We're at like 89 guesses. Just saying. It's not an American band. No, it's not. It is not an American band. It's not Alice in Chains. No. It's not Nirvana. It's not Pearl Jam. It's not Soundgarden. It's not Audioslave. It's not Megadeth. It's not Iron Maiden. No. It's not Black Sabbath. It's not Ted Nugent, Todd Rundgren. No. No. It's not Cream. No, it's not Cream. It's not Clapton. All right. I'll show you. And I'm just trying to find the right song, though, to show you. To give you a good idea here. Now, there's certain songs I like that are a little bit more obscure by this band. But when it comes to this case, I feel this song, okay, this is not a song that's going to get you into, this is the kind of song that's not really going to get you into them necessarily, but I feel this is a song that speaks well to the case, though, itself, which is interesting. But it doesn't have to. It really doesn't have to. The song to me is the song. You know, we don't have to apply it to this case at all. It's just one of the songs that I really love by them. And I don't know if there's lyrics to this. Let me see. I don't think there's a video that actually has lyrics to this. I hope there should be, and maybe I should figure out how to do that because I would really like you to see the lyrics, actually. All right. So, this is it. All right. It's not the Backstreet Boys. Who the fuck said that? I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Hey, that's a good guess, Edie. It's not Blue Oyster Cult, but that's a great guess. It's not Adam and the Ants. Great guess, though. It's not the Doobies. Nope, great guess, though. Oh, my God. We're at guess number 175. Okay. It's not the B-52s. It's not Bruce Springsteen. It's not an American act. Goonie Goo Goo. I'll give you Goonie Goo Goo. Oh, my God. Hey, girl. Hey, when you come to my house, you fucking tear down my fucking steps and like. I like the part where he's like, yeah, where he's making burgers on the grill. He's like, just roll. Well, sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. He's like, just roll him around a little bit. He'll be all right. Oh my God. Just roll him around a little bit. He'll be all right. All right, guys. Here it is. All right, here we go. Are you ready? It's not James Brown. It's not Supertramp. It's not Nazareth. Okay. It's not. I can't even think of the name now. It's not Leonard Skinner. It's not. Okay, here we go. This is what it is. Hawkwind, baby. Ah. All right. Welcome, Creamy Row. No, it's not, but no, it's not James. Yeah, all right. Dig it. Hawkwind, baby. All right, that was Hawkwind, love. Paradox. Love that song. Unfortunately, you can't really, the audio and there's no lyrics to it, but yeah, great. I love that song. I love most of their shit up until 1980. Okay. After 80, I'm like, no. Oh my God! Wait a minute! Butterface is here. Oh my God! Look, Butterface! Look, Butterface! I sold my truck. Look, Butterface! Away! Don't run away! Don't run away, Butterface! Sorry. Look! Here's what I did here. I secured some money. Okay.
I secured some money for us, and I sold my black truck, and well, they kind of railroaded me on that, but anyway, I have enough money now. We can get a starter home. Look. Don't run away, Butterface. Look, I got enough money to start have a starter trailer, and well, it may have some problems, but like I could jack it up. I could jack up the trailer, and like put it on like a fucking, like, I don't know, like a trailer. I could put our trailer on a trailer, and I don't know. I'm not sure what to do after that, but well, I guess at that point my money would all be gone. But just don't run away, okay? Butterface, I love you. I love you, Butterface, and Took, Tool. Tool's all right. Maisie, no. I'm swearing off. Look, Maisie, I'm swearing you off. I'm swearing you. I had to go to my acceptance class yesterday, and they said, MD, they said, what is one thing you need to accept right now in your spirit life? And I said, I don't know. I think I have to swear off Maisie forever. I said, that's good, MD. It seems like you're making progress in your acceptance spirit class. And I'm like, oh my God. And then it hit me. I have to swear off Maisie forever. I have to swear off. Nothing to be sorry about. Nothing to be sorry about. It's just I had to come to that acceptance, and Maisie is just not the right person for me. And I don't want little corn people running around, and it really was a hard lesson for me to learn. But I mean, think about it. Would you want little corn people running around? I don't know. You might actually, but I don't. No, I don't think I'll break her heart, Curious Rose. I think she'll be okay. She may talk a little bit more funnier than she already does, but yeah, like her speech may be even more fucked up than it was to begin with.
Yeah, they invited me to the Ball of the Crown.
I don't know, Masternature. You laugh at weird stuff, but no, it may fuck up her speech a little bit more.
I saw my brother, and I don't know anything. Oh my God.
Stacy Chapin, what are you doing? You raised a fucking. Masternature, don't mac on my girlfriend. Don't mac on her. Don't mac on my girlfriend. Why are you macking on Maisie? Garden, why is he macking on Maisie? Yeah, I know she sounds all fucked up when she talks, but but that's why I love her, because she has the same face that I do. See, that's how it works. Oh my God! All right, guys. Smoke break. Thanks, MD. You really know how to. You really know how to come into a live stream and just kind of like usurp whatever theme that I'm trying to do. You just know how to do it. You just usurp the theme. All right. Oh my God. All right, guys. Yeah, she has teeth. Lynn, she has fucking teeth. Well, how's she gonna eat all that corn? Was she gonna gum it? Oh my God, Lynn, she ain't gonna gum that fucking corn. Oh my God.
We'll be here. We'll be here for all century. Oh my god. Hey, one time I saw Maisie try to eat a corn cob. She ain't gumming the fucking thing. She ain't gumming it. She ain't gumming it. She wolfing that shit down. I've never seen a person eat a corn cob as fast in my life. It was like Guinness Book of World Record shit. Like, if you look in the Guinness Book of World Records for the person who ate a corn cob the fastest, Maisie's right fucking in. Well, that's her fucking name. That's her fucking name. MD. Oh my god. All right, MD, it's all right. Hey, focus on your kids right now. Your kids are in jail. You gotta get them out. Forget Maisie. All right, MD, we'll talk later. I'm going to smoke. The guard needs a break. They need a break. They need a smoke. All right, or whatever. But whatever. We'll talk later, MD. All right? All right. I love you. I love you, my God. And don't forget about me. And I'll let you know how it goes with the bandits and my kids in the Oz prison. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
I don't know why you're laughing, you fucking bloke. It's not funny stuff you're talking about. Hey, fuck you, bloke.
Just real quick, I know you couldn't get rid of me, but you know what I think happened here with Stacy? I think she used too many pesticides. Okay, all right, MD, that's enough. Yeah, well, no, she used too many pesticides. Then Maisie came along. It fucked her all up. Look, you can't put too many pesticides on corn. It's not gonna be right. It's just not. Fucking hell. All right, guys. Yeah, WD-40 don't work. It's not WD-40, MD. Oh, all right. DDT, baby. DDT, baby. Oh, Master, DDT is not funny. You can't be putting that stuff on things, and especially Maisie. All right. Part 3 is upon us, love. Part 4, where the fuck we are in this thing. But we have to return to the place we started from, which is this.
Our Dylan Prime.
They're the reason I know how to cook now because I didn't.
Oh, yeah, God, hang on. Oh, God, hang on.
They're the reason I know how to cook now because I didn't.
You don't know how to fucking cook. Hang on, we got to put the subtitles on, loves. All right, this is my prime. Of course, we have to go back to her. Oh, yes. This is where we're at. This is where I'm getting it from. This is Dylan Mortensen, 1230. They're having a great time. They're cooking food. They are barbecuing at this point. We're describing the roommates, Maddie and Kenny. I have no idea. No.
Like, they're the reason I know how to cook now because I didn't know how to cook at all.
This is Dylan, baby. Dylan. Oh, there we go.
One weekend, Maddie and Katie left, and me and Xana were in the house, and Xana goes, finally the moms are gone. We can do whatever we want, like as a joke. So like Jess and I were both as the kind of motherly part of the group.
How would you, if they're kind of the motherly, how would you describe Xana?
Yeah.
She's like the sibling that likes to have fun party. Like me. Like, obviously she's more than just that, but she was the reason we would have a lot of people come over because she knew a lot more people than me did, and she was older.
Go on, Dylan.
Like that fun older sibling kind of vibe.
Fun older sibling. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. Remember, guys, we keep harping on this, my garden. What is the context? We're laughing. We're joking. Xana had, at least 50 plus defensive stab wounds to her, supposedly, that we were told. And we're laughing and we're joking. She was a sibling that I never had. Yeah. But I'm laughing about it, though. See, I'm laughing. This is the exact wrong tone, the exact wrong way I should be presenting any information. It's ridiculous, horrifying, disgusting, putrid, every other bad thing you can think of. It is this. Absolutely.
Like, we were just the young ones of the group. Kind of just hanging out, doing, like, we'd do whatever, like, we just wanted to hang out with everyone.
Sure. Keep talking, Prime.
And everyone was good with.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, so Kaylee, she knew a lot of, and I didn't know a lot of, I didn't know a lot of her friends, but one night Kaylee was invited to the formal, so I helped drive them around.
Right.
And one of the,
Wait.
like, oh, you guys had the best roommate situation because.
Wait a minute. Okay.
But
Hang on.
One night Kaylee was invited.
Was invited to the formal that I invited her to, supposedly.
So I helped drive them around.
So I helped drive them around. So Dylan can and does drive. We know this. She drove herself to Kaylee's aunt's house. So we know Dylan has the capacity to drive a car.
And one of the, like, oh, you guys had the best roommate situation because we never had, like, any fights. We all got along very well. Like, we would go to the grocery store together, go to the gym together. Like, we did pretty much everything together.
Nope, no, and no.
In that, like, semester that we had. And, like, we all got, I didn't know, I wasn't super close to Dana before this semester, but, like, I was friends with her. This semester I got super close with her, Maddie, and Kaylee. So it was just, like, we had, like, everyone.
No, you weren't. You weren't super close with any of them, Dylan Mortensen. You weren't super close with any of them. Again, another lie from the Prime. The Prime contradicts herself. One statement, she says this. One sentence, she says that. One interview, she says this. This interview, now we're super fucking close to each other. Nope. No, and no, and no, and fucking no. You are a liar. All you do is lie. That's all you do.
We're like, oh, you guys had the perfect roommate situation.
That's not the perfect roommate situation.
Yeah, it was nice.
I've had roommates over the years.
Yeah, it was nice. It was fucking nice until they all got fucking slaughtered. And hey, and now we're laughing about it.
Hey, let's check it out. Hey, now we're fucking laughing. Let's laugh along with our prime. Fuck you, Idaho State Police, you cocksucking bastards. Yeah, you're laughing along with her. In this shit show, you cock-sucking bastards. Yeah, where's my cursor? Yeah, now let's review this again. That sounds like a really good setup.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Roommates over the years, and I can't say we all got along
Yeah.
as well as all of you got along. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck.
To ask you, what do you know about
This is not... Oh my God, guys. Oh my God.
Ethan's family?
I met his.
What do you... Hey, all right. Right.
Forgot to ask you, what do you know about Ethan's family?
What do you know about Ethan's family?
I met his mom and dad for Parents Weekend for like a brief moment. Some of them are like really good people. I don't really know them or know much about them. I just knew of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it? Great.
Risky.
Do you have any feelings at all, Dylan Mortensen? Do you feel anything for anything at all? Well, obviously not. Not in this interview at all, and not on your 11/17 interview. You have no feelings towards your roommates whatsoever. We're laughing, we're joking. Might as well go out and smoke a fucking cigarette, right? Seriously. Bad. Real fucking bad. She is the prime.
Risky behaviors, which would include drug use, drug transactions, excessive use of alcohol, use of prescription medications not prescribed to them.
Who cares at this point? You already have Brian Kohlberger, supposedly, remember? They already have Kohlberger in custody. So we're still asking about drug use and drug paraphernalia, trafficking. We're still asking these questions, Idaho State Police. Why? Why are we still asking about drug use? You got your suspect. Dylan is not the person. Dylan, you're laughing with her. You're laughing with your prime suspect. I don't even know why you're asking this.
Drinking, driving, etc.
Who cares?
Some Adderall use, which we're aware of.
Yeah, that was Xana and Ethan. They would do it sometimes. Xana would be like, "Oh, it's to help me stay awake longer for drinking."
Do you know if that was
You cunt. You fucking cunt. She is a cunt. And I use the English vernacular on that one. She is a cunt. She used Adderall, okay? Not just used Adderall, but she used Adderall to help her drink. Yeah, that's Dylan Mortensen for you. And her GoFundMe is up to about $120,000 right now. The prime suspect. Let's listen to that again while you shit on your goddamn mutilated friends.
They would do it sometimes. Xana would be like, "Oh, it's to help me stay awake longer for drinking."
For drinking! For drinking! Not for studying, right? Because we are taking Adderall sometimes to help us study. That's why we take Adderall when we're not prescribed it in college. We take it because it helps us to study, right? Especially during crunch time and final exams and mid-semester exams. That's why we're taking Adderall. We're not taking Adderall to help ourselves drink even more. Dylan Mortensen, you cunts. You are a cunt. And I so wish this was a real investigation because your fucking cunt ass would have been arrested on 11/17/2022. You goddamn bitch. You are a... Remember, what's the context here? Xana suffered 51 defense wounds. One of her hands was almost cut off because of the defense wounds. And this fucking cunt is throwing her under the bus even now. fucking believable.
Do you know if that was prescribed to them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, because I know...
You don't know a goddamn thing if it would fucking... The only thing you know is to save your goddamn psycho ass, Dylan Mortensen.
Xander always say that she feels like she has ADHD, so I don't know for sure if she was...
You don't know anything.
And then...
You're making it up.
We talked about it once or twice, but then Maddie was like, hell no. Never ever. From what I know.
You...
I don't think Katie used
You
it that often.
fucking...
I think it's pretty widely used
It
these
is very
days
widely
around
used.
the colleges. Helps study habits.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, there were other things that people were using to stay up and
Yeah.
cram for tests.
Yeah, what are the old days, asshole? How old are you? You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about, Joe Lake. And you have no idea what you're talking about, little imp. What's his fucking name? Tolson. Gary Tolson, you little fucking imp. You have no idea what you're talking about. They're trying to insinuate that people use cocaine back in the day to keep themselves up and studying. They have no idea what they're talking about. First of all, they're not that old. Right? Fuck you.
She would sometimes use it. She had that, like, for math. We would have the math class and she would protest. She would sometimes take it.
Sorry, guys. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Hang on.
Which I don't really know why.
You
'cause I don't
cocksucker.
really understand at all.
God damn it.
You think Kaylee might have had a Adderall once or twice, Maddie? No.
Sorry, guys. I have to get this off of here.
And then, of course, y'all drank.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
We had, so November, I guess it's been 11th, that Friday, we had formal, and we'd all drinking a lot.
Yeah, you think?
There were other study habits, staying up. Back
Very
days
widely
around
used.
the colleges.
All right. Hang on, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's carry on. Let's carry on with this fucking nonsense.
Widely used
It
these
is very
days
widely
around
used.
the colleges. Helps study habits, staying up. Back in the old days, there were other things that people were using to stay up. And
That's funny. That's real fucking funny, though, too.
protest.
Real funny?
She had that, like, for math, we would have the math class and she would protest, and she would sometimes take it, help her focus a lot better. Which I
Yet Dylan Mortensen, this fucking cunt, says that Xana helped you with my math because I sucked at it. Now we're throwing her under the bus and saying Xana used this to help her focus in math class, even though Mortensen is saying before this that she helped her with her math because Dylan sucked at her math. See? Dylan Mortensen, you cunt-sucking, cock-sucking bastard. You should be in jail. Period. In one breath, you are adoring them, and the next breath, you are shitting all over them. You cunt-sucking cock bitch. This is my prime.
don't really know why, because I don't really understand at all.
You cunt. Yes, you do. And yet we're still laughing. Uh-huh.
We might have had
Go on, Idaho State Police.
Adderall once or twice, Maddie. No.
What's the point?
Drink
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Yeah, there's, like, we had, so November, I guess it's been 11th, that Friday, we had formal,
Uh-huh.
and we'd all drinking a lot
Yeah.
that night. So, like, there was often, like, there were times that we did, like, excessively drink, but
You
I don't
think,
remember if we
Dylan?
ever drink and drive or anything, like,
Not
like,
we.
one of them was out,
Myself.
So we would go get the other one if needed to, or we'd just get Uber from
Okay. That's fair.
yeah.
Of
That's
all
fair.
the people in the house, and I've been in the house with them, I figured you to be the least of the drinkers, and I'm only
Ah!
solely off of, like, you go into...
That's
you know,
weird.
like, holy smokes. This is,
Yeah.
there's a lot of alcohol, and then there were everywhere. But then again, I remind myself of my college days. Yeah, it was everywhere. It was absolutely
Yeah.
everywhere, but
I mean,
Yeah.
most down to the least.
Oh my
I
God.
would say Xana was the biggest drinker.
You
And
fucking
then Maddie
cunt.
and Kaylee, they would mostly, like, because they were seniors this year, they didn't go to, like, the parties so much as we did because they could go to the bars. Obviously, we could not. So they didn't really always have a lot of alcohol in their space. And then parents had just bought her a lot of alcohol for Parents' Weekend. My mom bought me a little bit. I was also more considered, like, a lightweight, apparently.
Apparently.
Ethan were
My mom would buy me alcohol on occasion. I'm 19 years old. I'm 19, but my mom would buy me alcohol on occasion, and apparently I'm considered a lightweight. And then I laugh about it. Right. And then I laugh about it. Yeah. Right. But yet, because I'm a lightweight, I don't remember a goddamn fucking thing that happened that night. Right? Because I'm such a lightweight when it comes to drinking alcohol. I can't tell you what's real or what's a dream. Right, Dylan Mortensen? Dylan Mortensen, I hope you're listening. You should be in jail. There is no way around this. If this was a real investigation, which it was not, you should be rotting behind bars. And in fact, if this was a real investigation, we would be talking about you to this very day, right this moment, rotting behind bars. This is absolutely disgusting to me and my garden. Your friend was horribly mutilated. Horribly. It doesn't matter. But yet, we're still painting them as fucking bad, drunk, even though this is Dylan Mortensen herself. Dylan Mortensen is this person. She is. You and I. Who do we blame in this situation? Not only do I blame Dylan Mortensen, I blame the entire Idaho State Police and Moscow Police for this entire thing. Absolutely. Let's carry on. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, loves. Just a little bit. Yeah. For real. What unfucking believable. How fucking ridiculous. All right, let's carry on. Here we go.
were more of the heavy drinkers.
Oh, they were. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's great. You cocksuckers.
Daily schedules. This is kind of interesting, but
Oh, it is?
For Ethan, you didn't really know his daily schedule. What do you know about his daily schedule? What was his routine?
Wait a minute.
This is kind of interesting, but
It is?
For Ethan, you didn't really know his.
You didn't really know his schedule.
What do you know about?
But what do you know about his schedule?
His routine as far as you know.
Well, I don't know. He didn't have a job. He obviously had his frat stuff.
Neither did you, Dylan.
Stuff he'd have to go to. I know he took classes, but like, I didn't know his exact schedule because I'd be leaving, coming back, and he'd be gone or still there. Like, I would never really ask, like, oh, what's your class schedule, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then for Xana, she usually, so her and Maddie worked at Mad Greek. They sometimes had the same shifts, sometimes different ones. Xana would sometimes, she would usually do afternoon, like 5 o'clock shifts, or sometimes during the weekends, like on Saturdays.
Welcome,
or
sir.
Other days she would
Equinox
do earlier
Ball.
shifts. So there wasn't like a set schedule really for that. And then Maddie, she had her internship, which was from the summer. I don't know if it was the same internship she had this semester. I don't remember what the name of it was. But she usually had like in-person classes pretty early, like at 9.
Audio.
And then she would have her internship job, and then she would work at Mad Greek usually later in the day.
Uh-huh.
I think she usually would only work like 1 to 2 times a week.
Knows the schedule pretty
so
well
really part-time.
for them.
Yeah, part-time.
Yeah, okay. And then Kaylee.
All right, guys, hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second, guys. Hang on. We'll get into Kaylee. Hang on. I'll tell you what. She knows the schedules pretty well for them. Just saying. Not for Ethan. She can give a shit lettuce about him. But for the girls, she got those schedules down in her head pretty well. Yes, she does. Oh my God. Absolutely not, Dame Deb. Absolutely no PSD, no PTSD. There's no trauma. There's no shock. We are not afraid of anything. We're laughing. We're joking. We're having a gay old fucking time here. That's what we're doing. Yep. There is a relief here. There is a relief. I can be as fucking psycho as I want to be here. The Idaho State Police are going. They are with me in this thing 100%. There is nothing. I know I'm safe. I know nobody's going to challenge me here on anything I'm saying. I can be as fucking psycho and goofy as I want to be. And I'm going to, and guess what? I'm going to laugh about it too. And that's exactly what we see. We are laughing throughout this entire fucking interview. Laughing. And joking. And the Idaho State Police are just as fucking disgusting as her. For going along exactly for the ride that she's on. Disgusting people. They are disgusting. Again, Idaho State Police, you should be fully investigated for what you did here. You should everybody who touched this case, they should be fully investigated for what they did. Why they did certain things, what they did. There's everybody who touched this case, had an interview with anybody in this case, there needs to be a full investigation into what they did. And that needs to go to the highest level possible here. You know, it goes way beyond the state police. Way beyond the state police here. Absolutely. We need a higher agency. We need a non-corrupt, higher, well, it'd have to go to the state first. But that's what needs to happen here with this. Because, well, you know why. You know why. Oh my God. Anyway, another quick one, a real quick one. And we're going to finish this up, all right, guys? We're going to get back to the prime. We're going to get back to the fucking prime, all right? On 12:30, baby. Remember, what's the context? Koberger is captured. We're having a grand old fucking party here. We're not sad. We're not upset. We're not mad. We're not questioning anything. We're not anything like this. We're jolly. We're jovial. We're happy. I'm going out to the mall later to pick out my favorite skirt. Yep. Fuck Xana. Fuck Ethan. Fuck Maddie. And fuck Kaylee. Because they're all drunks. Right? And we're taking Adderall because we want to fuel our drinking. Right, Dylan Mortensen, you cocksucking cunt? Even though Dylan Mortensen is the very person that should be in prison for this fucking thing. But yet, we're shitting all over the victims. We're shitting all over the victims. You cocksuckers. I have never seen a case like this in my life. Ever. This is the worst case I've ever seen. In the past, 25 fucking years, I would say. For how pathetic this is. and disgusting. This is disgusting and true crime. If you want to talk true crime community shit, this is one of the worst cases I have ever come across. Ever. In terms of malfeasance, corruption, ridiculous. I can't even call it police work. I can't even call it that. Anyway, another quick short one. We're going to wrap it up. We'll pick it up tomorrow with part 5 of this shit show. That is Dylan Mortensen and Idaho State fucking Police, Detective Lake, and that little fucking imp, Gary Tolson. Hi, guys. They're all cocksuckers. They're all cocksuckers. All of them. They all are cocksuckers. It's fucking atrocious. It is seriously atrocious. Fucking bullshit. All right. Fuck you. Hey, fuck you. No leeches allowed, baby. Ain't no leeches allowed, baby. No way. No. Now, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get on. Let's get on. We wrap it up, baby.
Yeah, gotta get the spit off the fucking phone.
Spit off the phone. That's a good thing. We gotta get the spit off the phone. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Oof, where's my chat? Oh, God. All right. Oh, there's my chat. Sorry, guys. All right. Sorry. All right. So, what do you think? I apologize to everybody I missed. Unbelievable. I hope you feel the same way. Why does she have... Hey, Bob, why does she have him in her pocket? 22nd... 11:22. 11:22 is... Oh, Cluesmith, you are speaking my language, my friend. 11:22, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. 11:22 is significant. I agree. All right. We're going to pick this up All right, we'll pick it up. We're going to continue with Dylan. We're going to get on tomorrow, loves. Tomorrow, we'll do this tomorrow, all right? I can, at this point, Dylan, I want to wring her fucking neck. You know what I mean? Every time I hear her fucking speak at this point, I want to wring her fucking neck. I know, because we know she is the fucking prime. She directs everything in this case. She should be in jail. And that burns me up that just burns the fucking life out of me. And you, and as well as you, I know. I fucking know it. I fucking know it. It drives me nuts. Every time I hear her goddamn fucking speech, and her goddamn ums and ahs and fucking oohs and fucking ha 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 ha. I want to wring her goddamn neck. But anyway, moving beyond that, right? Okay, whatever. We know this. Well, not whatever, but oh my god. We're gonna go out with this. All right, we're gonna go out with this. I'm just going to pull it up. I hope you like this ending to this one. It's called No Leeches Allowed. Yeah. Hey, we can only get away with things, certain things for so long, okay? And then guess what? Then what are you going to do? We shall see. It should be interesting. All right, guys. This is what I want to end this with, okay, my loves? Not a commercial. Unless it's Adorno.